Welcome YouTubers to another video. We got a new pre-order of a KD Collectibles bust. Let's check it out. So of course this is Frieza. I have not seen this video, by the way. Now I have seen this bust before. KD did show this concept to me a while back. My opinion, Frieza is the best villain in Dragon Ball Z.
The end is at hand! You and this entire planet will be reduced to nothing but dust!
That must be the Japanese version.
逆らわなければこんな目に遭わず済んだものを
Anything additional?
Not to be a bore, but if I happen to so choose, this planet's destruction would be a matter of mere seconds. Quite fitting that it should share that fate with planet Vegeta, though.
Alright, so yeah, this is sculpted by Macon Andrade. He is KD's full-time sculptor. So, yeah, 1-to-1 final form Frieza bust. Now, we have seen several Frieza busts in the past. There was the original J-Ross one. Never bought that one. That one was super tiny. You know, and I had the J-Ross Goku and Vegeta, which I sold to upgrade to KD. You have Ant Army Studios doing a Frieza, and it's more of the arms wide pose, you know, similar to the Prime 1 statue, which, crazy enough, that's only a 200 edition size. That thing's going to be crazy good for resale. There's a bazillion 1/4 Friezas out there. Sume's still my favorite by far. There's also the MRC bust, which I am going to be comparing this to. That's the best thing to compare it to. We do not have dimensions, but it's going to be in scale with the Vegeta and the Goku, so... You know, MRC is more overscaled, you know, which, frankly, I do not like overscaled anime busts. I think they look bad. You know, like, yeah, they look like good in terms of like sculpt and everything, but when you just look at the bust in person, it's just kind of obnoxious how big it is. It's such a space hog. And I don't like overscaled life-size busts. It really kind of bugs me. Now, I don't like underscaled either. I just want things to be as they should be if they were real life. Now, Frieza is a small dude. He's like, what, 5'2" or something? He's very small, especially in final form, which this is. So I would anticipate this bust being, you know, you get torso up. I mean, no taller than 30 inches. You know, width-wise, if I was to guess, arm, the base is probably 16 inches. Plus this, maybe 24, 25 inches wide, you know, so this is going to go ahead and be the concept. You know, this is just an image I found off Google, but this is the concept. There also is a 1/4 scale statue that's done in this manner, you know, and, you know, looking at different images of Frieza, you know, this is from Dragon Ball Super, you know, like the original Dragon Ball Frieza is like that, like super plain. Of course, it's from like the 80s. Super is where I would peg this KD Vegeta. As you can see, like much better animation and drawings. You know, KD, you know, with a DBZ life-size bust, you can't just make it 100% anime accurate, because then the detail is going to be crap. I mean, it's from a cartoon from the 80s. So, of course, they add a lot of detail. They add texture work. Let's go ahead and like zoom in, for example. You know, so cuts off right here. You know, you have a lot of arm detail. Like, you know, they added a lot of like creases right here. You know, it looks like they have skin texture, veins. You know, lots of like these little lines, which is kind of like, you know, almost scuff marks and just detail. You know, Frieza's statues generally have that. You know, and KD, you know, he was never happy about his original 1/4 when they made it pink. The factory refused to change it. He did confirm with me that this one will be accurate to this. It's going to be purple, so no worries of that. You know, I never liked the purple or the pink on the original KD Frieza. I loved the sculpt and I loved the statue, but I hated the pink. So he's not pink, he's purple. Now this has a pink light up feature. At least it looks pink to me. Definitely looks pink, which is fine because Frieza shoots pink ki blasts. You know, so I think the body sculpt looks absolute killer. The concept of arm behind the back hole in the Dragon Balls, I do like this quite a bit. I think it's very unique. I think it'd be great to have, you know, all 7 Dragon Balls, especially floating like this. I think that's sick. You know, there's lots of options he could have did. He could have copied his 1/4 scale with the 1 finger up beam, you know, but personally, I do like this quite a bit. I think the concept is great. You know, it'll be really neat to see this when it's an actual physical prototype because, you know, this is just like, in essence, a colored 3D render. Granted, it looks almost like a real product, but it's not. There's no physical prototype yet. You know, but I'm assuming this will probably be similar to like, you know, just like a painted resin. I doubt this will be translucent. You know, especially, you know, it's going to need to be sturdy to be able to hold, you know, especially if these Dragon Balls are like my Dragon Ball, which is kind of heavy. If it's going to hold 7 of those, it's going to need to be very sturdy. You know, definitely like a solid resin, you know, to hold all 7 Dragon Balls. And probably the Dragon Balls need to be permanently attached, not magnetic. You know, just have like, definitely have this thing peg into his arm via very strong magnet and giant peg. And probably the arm pegs in right here. This arm can stay attached. Head should be good to stay attached. Although you could remove it, but you want to avoid seam lines. So then we come to the face. Now, let me pull up MRC's Frieza. Alrighty, so here's MRC's Frieza. You know, he does the same base for all of them. The only difference is really that Dragon Ball Z. Honestly, I would get rid of that MRC logo. I don't care for that. I'd rather just get rid of that. I do like his bases quite a bit. I think they're very unique and cool. They're all going to match, but definitely get rid of the MRC logo. Don't care for that. And this is a physical prototype. This is not just a concept. You know, and I did own the original Vegeta and Trunks. You know, and Trunks was actually a prototype that I got. Now, he did the arms crossed pose, which I kind of feel like this is really overdone. You know, so when it comes to concept, I definitely prefer KD's. You know, and I think KD's in general just has overall better, like, detail and sculpt. When it comes to the face, I really do like the MRC face. I think they nailed it perfectly. You know, like that to me looks just like Frieza. I want to see KD's physical prototype. Something about this face does feel, I don't know, like when I'm watching the video of it, I was like, yeah, it looks good. But then when I see this photo right here, something about it kind of bugs me, and I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's his smile. I don't know, this one's kind of smiling too, but they look so different. They look drastically different. You know, this one, you know, this kind of almost looks like a real life size. Next to the guy, you know, look, comparing the hands, it kind of looks like MRC, you know, scaled this one appropriately. It does have the light up in the Dragon Ball. You know, and here's the true life size. You know, and that's a small female, so I know the boys, all those guys are way overscaled. You know, like when I compared my fist to the Trunks fist was nearly double my size. And I'm a huge guy, and I'm like, no way Trunks is bigger than me. You know, so that's one of the biggest reasons I sold the MRC bus was due to the scaling being bad. You know, I just did not like it. They were space hogs. You know, there's no doubt this bus line looks really good. You know, I would, you know, it's a shame that Vegeta has no arms. You know, everyone has at least one arm but Vegeta, and it kind of looks off. It's like, man, he should have gave Vegeta the finger pointing towards himself like the life size, you know. Like, his bust should have cut off, you know, like right there and give you that arm. And also, I don't like the fact he did Scouter. Like, what the heck, dude? Vegeta didn't have a Scouter in that armor. Anyways, I don't even know the price of the MRC on eBay. It's like $1,300. KD's is up for pre-order, of course. On his website, it's $990 plus shipping. You know, and shipping will definitely be $300 to $400 probably. You know, and then you can order from like Kyoland, for example. He has it up for like $13.50, you know, shipped. MRC does the same base for all theirs, you know, the classic, you know, very sleek look, you know, and I've always loved his bases. I really want to see the physical prototype on this, and I'd love to see it next to the Goku. You know, like the Goku, the Vegeta, I would love to see it. Because for me personally, if I was to ever get another bust, like a DBZ bust is what I mean. I would go one of two routes, either all four Saiyans or the two Saiyans and Frieza. You know, like Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. You know, I have my Goku and Vegeta. Now, I don't have space for this, you know, and of course, like I said, it looks kind of wide. I don't know how tall it is, but there's no doubt I would love to own this. I also think, you know, you're probably going to want this at least mid-shelf. Bottom shelf probably wouldn't look very good. But it definitely looks really good, no doubt. I really want to see the physical prototype. I'm still waiting on the physical prototype for Z Warriors, but, you know, that render was just so good. Overall, though, it definitely looks really good. You know, there's a lot of options for Frieza out there. So it's great that we have all these different options. You know, it's yet to be seen which one will be the best. You know, what I do know is so far, all of KD's busts have turned out absolutely fantastic. You know, incredible detail in person. They look amazing. You know, and if I was to collect from one single maker, which is what you should do for busts, because when you mix them, they tend to scale differently and don't work good. You either go all in on KD or all in on MRC or all in on Ant Army Studios. You know, if I was to choose one, I'd go with KD. The one nice thing about Ant Army is they do have, you know, like they've already shown their plans. Like they're doing pretty much every character. Now, to have the space for that, that'd take up my entire man cave. So I don't know who's going to collect that whole thing. You know, KD, their focus, you know, they've done this. You know, I know they're doing a Trunks. I've already seen it. Looks amazing. But, you know, they've already done Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Vegito, and Gogeta. Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, and those ones look really sick. But I would never collect GT again. And now they have Frieza. I definitely like Frieza, probably, you know, more than Gogeta and Vegito. You know, those ones, just the arm crossed, which, like I said, again, I'm getting sick of that pose. I would not buy another DBZ bust with that same pose. My Vegeta has it. I'm not getting another one with that same pose. If I ever bought more busts. Like I said, you know, for me, space is my biggest concern because I downsized DBZ. Originally, at my old DBZ spot, I was keen on buying this, but now, unless I can fit this with my Goku and Vegeta bust, like somehow, you know, move them and do Frieza in the middle, that's the only way I could see myself fitting this. Or we have to, you know, get rid of like Broly. You know, get rid of Sume Broly and just pair this with Sume Frieza. That's like the only other way I could think of it. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think of this Frieza. I'm curious on some of these comments. Is it me or the eye have a problem facing the same direction? Otherwise, amazing bust. I don't really see eyes. Some people don't like the concept. I like the concept. Yeah, like others have said, the crossed arm pose is being overused. Totally agree. Like, I'm so sick of the arm cross pose. Yes, funny, someone posted this. Overall, I'd say the reception seems really good, though. I like it, though, for sure. I really want to see that physical prototype. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys are interested in buying this, you know, you can go to KD's website, which is natsukashicreation.com, and pre-order there, or go to Kyo Nation. Links in the description below. See you in the next one. Have a great day.